Dermot, the context of why we're talking today is really the 450 new jobs.
Yep.
What I kind of got from the announcement was you guys have very serious ambitions about the cloud to be number one in every dimension, I suppose. But tell us about that ambition. What does it mean from the point of view of CIOs who may be investing in this technology?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head when you talked about every dimension. Cloud computing is a broad church from applications all the way through to the compute that you actually run the applications on. We think we're uniquely positioned to offer that full stack to any CIO. So if any company wants to really simplify the way that they run their whole application portfolio, we think we've got a great answer for them. So we can provide applications such as HR or marketing or CRM. We can provide the platform that those applications run on. So if you want to have them all in an integrated environment, or you want to expand some of those applications, we can give you the platform to do that on. Write your own applications, and we can give you the compute platform, the computing and the networking to do that. So we can simplify the whole stack of IT, which I think offers companies either much more simplicity in their compute, much more controlled cost in their computing, and it allows them to be much more agile and for them to invest their IT budget in the things that they want to do, which is probably grow their business.
One of the things I always am amazed at by companies like Oracle is just the sheer presence in so many different industries.
Yeah.
How does Oracle stack up against competitors like Microsoft and others in terms of facilitating the cloud for CIOs in a variety of industries, from banking to energy, manufacturing, HR, you name it?
Well, maybe, I'm not sure if you picked the right competitor, but for industry specific, we actually have industry specific applications. So we've got financial applications specifically for banks. We've got retail applications specifically for retailers, because those are entirely different businesses that do entirely different things. And I think if you want to be a player or somebody that important to, not just to a CIO, frankly to a CEO and a CFO of the business, you have to provide them applications which are suited to the way that they run their business. We do that in a variety of industries, and that's why we cover most of them, whether it's public sector, financial services, banking, retail, and. It's a big investment, and you have to be a fairly major company to be able to afford to do that. Luckily, we are.
Now, digital transformation is a word I hear, or phrase I hear a lot from people, and I'll hear a lot of deployment of people talking about CIOs being replaced by chief digital officers. Is that a fad, or do you think it's something that's more CIOs will always be the guys who will hold the purse strings?
I wouldn't comment on whether CIOs will be replaced by CDOs or whether that's just a change of acronym. The digital transformation is real. I believe in order for customers to serve their customers better, they need to use digital technology in order to do that. And we're all customers of somebody, right? It's much easier if I can transact online. It's much easier if the company understands me enough and doesn't try to sell me stuff I don't want. So I think that paradigm shift is a given. Whether you need a CIO to do that or CDO, I think you need both. There's a lot of infrastructure you need in order to make the transformation, and then you need these frontline applications which actually service your customer in a much better way. And then you need to be able to analyze the data that you're collecting through all these applications. I always say, companies never have a problem accumulating data. It just grows and grows. What they do with the data is more problematical, and whether they can find the useful piece of information that they need, which will then change their company strategy so that they can either attract more customers or keep more customers or sell more stuff to customers.
Finally, the bigger trends you see affecting the industry, I hear more and more about things like artificial intelligence, virtual reality, machine learning, all those different things. Obviously, you guys will create this infrastructure that will underline a lot of these things. But how do you feel about those trends, and how real are they in terms of how near future are they?
Well, you say near future, I think people are doing stuff with that today. It's maybe not pervasive in all industry. But for example, Internet of Things, we have a habit of calling things three-letter acronyms in IT, which we really should avoid. And we should put it in ways that people can actually understand. Internet of Things, to give example, is just a way of having a non-person interaction to collect data. So I still sound like an IT guy. But it's the example I use, if you got a train track and you want to figure out whether a piece of it's going to fail, you can have a sensor on the track and the sensor can feed data. So you can be much more up to date with the information, you can have real-time information, and you can have a real purpose to that. Everybody wants to know whether a track's going to fail or not. Rather than send somebody out to check every single piece of it, you now can have the data all the time, every time. So I think it's just common sense that people are going to do that. And the fact that the technology now allows you to do it means more and more people think up applications for machine learning, for Internet of Things, etc.
Dermot, thank you very much. That's great.